Hello everyone, this is Jan van der A and I'm standing here with the Language Czar.
Hi everybody, this is Connor from Language Czar.
And today we're going to talk about a very interesting topic. We're going to talk about having a girlfriend. Well, we're going to talk about girlfriends and language learning. Is having a girlfriend in your target language, or having a girlfriend that speaks your target language, the best way to learn a language? When I went to China for the first time, I met a Chinese girl after 2 weeks who didn't speak any English, and I got to practice Chinese with her. And actually after 5 months in China, my Chinese was pretty good. Connor, what do you think? Do you have any experience? Have you had girlfriends in other languages, and do you think that having a girlfriend is the best way to learn another language?
Now I'm going to start my answer by describing a little anecdote. When I started learning Russian, I took a semester at university when I was in the US. My Russian teacher was from Russia, and the first thing she told me the first day is, Connor, the best way to learn the language is through pillow talk. So what she meant is that, Connor, go get a Russian speaking girlfriend, right? Now, personally, that's something I've never done purposefully. I don't think you should date someone just because they speak the language that you're interested in learning. What happened to me was actually the complete opposite. I started to go out with girls who spoke languages that were not English, and I was really interested in getting to know them, their culture, their parents, their country, and language is just a natural extension of that. So I learned the languages with them because I was really interested in them. I think that's an amazing motivator because you're going to spend a lot of time with the person, and they're around you, you're really interested in them, and then of course learning the language, you get to speak it every day. In your case, your girlfriend didn't speak any English at all. I think that can be tricky in the beginning, especially to build up a rapport. In my case, that was never really the case. I always had another language that I spoke well, either English or another language, a third language that we could both speak to a high level. So I felt that there was a real relationship there. And then after that, I learned their native tongue. So I think it's really good because, of course, you're around the language, you got your own natural immersion environment. And you're highly motivated, and you have basically, I guess, a teacher at the same time.
Exactly. I think just having a girlfriend in the language is not enough. It can be, as you said, too overwhelming in the beginning. So when I was in China, I was actually taking Mandarin classes as well. So I find that I find it great to have her.
Supplement.
Yes, exactly, for supplement class. So I could use what I've learned in the classes straight after the class, and I got enough practice. On the other hand, I do have a girlfriend now, and she is a French speaker, but I speak English all the time with her, and I think that so the way I learned French with a teacher. And with Sebastian, who you might have seen in the other videos. And what we did is I took class with him when I was in Morocco, and these classes were really well structured. He's a very good teacher, and I think that's actually more powerful than if my girlfriend would have spoken French to me from the beginning.
So what I think you could do is you could do both. I don't see one as being mutually exclusive of the other. So of course you can have your classes and have your professional teacher, and then speak to your girlfriend in French as it happens to be. Yeah. So. And then develop that. I think you can have an issue if you start speaking English in the beginning with someone and then you want to switch because the relationship has already been formed in one language.
Yeah, that's true. But I also, if I have a girlfriend, I want her to understand me very well, and therefore I think it's, if I want, okay, so this is what I think about it. If I want French classes, I schedule a class with a teacher online, for example. And of course I do practice sometimes, but if I have to tell something important, I really prefer to speak English. I think the role of a girlfriend and a teacher, I don't know, I think this is a personal thing. I mean, I do have friends who only speak in the target language with their girlfriends, even though if they don't speak the language at a very high level. But for me, I guess it's something personal. I would prefer to keep that separate, and then sometimes in an informal setting, yes, of course, I hear the language and I will try to speak it. That's what I do.
I see that as a missed opportunity, because if you have someone who you're spending basically all day with, who speaks the language as their native tongue, and then to take a class separately and not speak to them seems a little bit odd to me. And also then, I mean, what's your motivation to learn French? If you don't even want to speak to your girlfriend in French at the end, why are you learning French, Jan? So you can speak to random people on holidays?
To her family, or in the place where we live, or Well, as you see, Connor and me, we have a lot in common. I think in terms of language learning, we agree on a lot of things, but not on everything. And I thought it would be fun to...
On this one, we definitely don't agree on everything. So we're going to continue this discussion in a second video, part 2 of learning languages with via dating. And that's going to be on my channel, Language Czar. So go check that out once you're finished with this one.
Check out Connor's channel, and also don't forget to subscribe because he comes with a lot of good stuff.
All right.
See you there.
Bye-bye.